What's going on, world? Jack of all spades, CLT, back like the McRib. I am the beloved one, DJ Spellman. To my left, the pride of Africa, Ken Wabibi.
This is Sprinkle. Ooh, I got that wrong. It's Ken Wabibi. Goodness, excuse me. The pride of Africa. I want to shout out Brazil on the diaspora. So Brazil, shout out Brazil.
Big up Neymar, big up Ronaldinho. all that. Hold tight, Banks. He is not here today, but you know he's always with us. That's for sure. Hold tight, Jay Marlowe, aka Local 6. But we got our sister running the cameras today, Amaris Colindres de Honduras. But today, we got two special guests. You know, usually we got one guest, but we got two special guests today. We have the creative duo behind Popup Datez. We have Miss Ashley Blackmon, and we have Mr. Arnett Banks. So how are y'all living today?
Doing well. Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Excellent, thriving.
Great.
Abundantly.
So people of Jack of all spades nations know how we usually start off each and every episode. We got to give the flowers. While you're here, you can receive them. So, Mr. Blackmon, you are the CEO of Pop-Up Dates and Aero Staffing Solutions. You are an entrepreneur, you are an accountant, and you are a master at interior design. But you've also been featured on WSOC, Charlotte Access, Scoop Charlotte, WCCB News Rising, and Woman of CLT. You got to talk about some of those accolades.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I think so. The accountant role, I started very early on, and worked my way up from inventory management up to senior accounting manager.
Big up.
And then Aero Staffing, I started as a way to help felons find job placement.
Wow.
And it kind of landed on resume writing and things of that nature. And then once we started Pop-Up Dates, it kind of took off, as you guys have seen. So
Yes.
yeah, thank you so much. Happy to be seen.
Yeah, no doubt. You definitely are being seen. Let's say that. Let's be clear.
Now, speaking of pop-up dates, the definition of unique is being one of its kind, unlike anything else. That's exactly the type of experience you want to curate with pop-up dates.
Yep.
How did you come up with this dope concept?
So the concept actually came out of a fear of mine. I hated being outside, bugs, and really looking for a way to enjoy the outdoors with my family and not have to worry about bugs. So looking for different types of tents, found this one, and then we started to add decor, and it was like, okay, wait, this is a business. So, and that's how it blossomed.
Right.
So can you tell us how y'all two met?
Sure. Well, we are a couple, recently engaged.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, you might have to put a ring on it.
Hey, good man right there.
Bulldog.
Oh.
Hey, make sure the camera get that.
Yeah. So, if you want me to get this one,
Go ahead.
All right, excellent. So, like, approximately 10 years ago, we met at a Midnight Diner. Yeah,
Oh, Midnight Diner, okay.
Yeah. It's like a staple for all you that know that Charlotte. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's like a staple to Charlotte. So, we at Midnight Diner, and me and a couple of my friends, we're there. We essentially meet. We didn't know them at the time. We were all standing in line, and one of her friends was there. I believe she was a little intoxicated, a little, you know.
That's how I usually go.
Right. So, in either case, she falls into me. Her friend falls into me. I catch her. They're ordering the next table, so we all decide, like, hey, let's all just catch the table together. We get to the table, and I'm totally eyes on Ashley. Like, I mean, at the time of meeting her, it was almost like meeting a young Michelle Obama at the time.
Okay.
Her mind was on
So
being the
good
next
man
CEO.
right there.
I'm being honest, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, like, hearing the conversation, now, mind you, I'm in an awkward position because at this time, the girl who fell into me
Exactly.
is actually feeling me.
Oh, no.
And asks me for my phone number.
Oh.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I gave her my number, and I'm like, oh, man, I really messed up. How'd I do this? I'm going to fix this. So I orchestrate this long 12-page text message, and I find her on Facebook Messenger, and I send it to her, and I express to her, like, look, hey, me and your friend, that never really happened. You know, that was just, you know what it was. But I'd like to pursue this if the opportunity would allow. And unfortunately, she turned me down. She didn't even give me an opportunity at
red.
all.
Yeah, I mean,
Left
girl
me on
code.
red. I mean, I still got the text message. I still feel a little salty.
The
but,
receipts.
but I'm good though.
Yeah,
But that's how we
obviously,
met. That's how we
obviously.
met, man. That's how we met.
That's
And,
crazy.
It turned back around. I moved up top, and we started corresponding. I needed a resume done because I was moving back down here. And then one thing led to another. Conversation turned into us talking over like 8-9 hours on the phone.
Yep.
And then it blossomed into something much better. So I truly thank God for that.
Oh, man, that's a beautiful love story. I'm glad that we heard that here on Jack of All
Yeah.
Spades Nation. So let me ask you, since you guys did meet at
Midnight.
Diner, how do y'all feel about them tearing it down?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good segue.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. You want to take that one?
You take it.
Midnight Diner for me, it was a gathering spot. Like it's almost like Coop's Chicken.
Yeah,
Price Chicken
Price
Coop.
Chicken Coop. Right. So like. Everybody knows who lives in this area, who's indigenous to the Charlotte, North Carolina area and surrounding areas know that at 2:00 all of the clubs close. And where do we go eat? The best
Midnight
spot,
Diner.
right?
Yep.
And then it's like adjacent to all the other clubs. And then if you decide to do some other things,
Yeah.
we know it's in the
Nightlife.
right. So that's definitely a staple for me. I would just hope that who's ever managing that staff and that organization that they place it in another good location in which we can all take part in.
Keep that same feel,
Right,
for
Yeah.
sure.
right.
I mean, it won't be the same, but
Oh, that's true.
Right.
That's a
All
staple.
right. Now, getting back to pop-up days. So y'all have done events or set up, igloos, luxury igloos. Let's be
Micro
clear.
events.
Micro events.
Yeah.
In Charlotte, Greensboro, Raleigh, and Atlanta. So how many events have y'all done up to this point?
So not actually in those areas, but people have driven from those areas to the
Oh,
Charlotte.
even
Charlotte.
better.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So we've done over 100. Not exactly sure where we are now. After Valentine's weekend, which was crazy, we're probably somewhere like 120
Yeah.
Okay.
So
in a short amount of time, actually.
it's accelerated growth. I mean, we're trying to evolve, and in our evolution, we're trying to identify those steps, right? Because you want to identify those steps that's going to be most prosperous and most impactful. You know what I'm saying? Interviews like this is also great, but that, as she pointed to, like over 100, I think, and we've manned, I want to say what, 90%, 97%,
90, yeah.
of all of them ourselves. Yeah.
All right. So what markets would you guys like to get into then?
I think more of the commercial side. So we introduced the commercial side, 4 months after being in business, where we partner with luxury apartment complexes and bring and set up events for those tenants. So we also want to get into more commercial side where we're reaching out to and working more with some of the luxury restaurants here. And just finding any and every way or place that we can incorporate these setups.
Ooh,
Right.
So you just sparked something in me. So I work in the education field, and I'm thinking of when schools have their professional development.
Right.
What it looks like is pretty much what it always looks like.
Yeah.
But maybe thrown in a new wrinkle
Yeah.
with y'all.
Right.
So let's definitely
Absolutely.
connect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Love to.
We take all partnerships as especially what we can get from them and also what we can provide back. We definitely want to be you want to definitely check the efficacy rate of your efforts, right? So and in doing so, partnering up and making these great relationships, they open up to something much bigger.
Oh yeah,
Right.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so identifying, especially like as she stated, also doing these small different kind of package deals that we offer. I mean, for those people who already follow us, we have a strong following. So I just want to give a big up to all of our current fans.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
thank
We really have a tribe. So I just want to thank them. But we're offering some new packages such as the karaoke package. And we offering the VR package. So I'm going to have VR experiences in there. And just something totally different. Because I'm pretty sure as much as you are, you know what I'm saying, the new millennials, we're tired of the same movie in a day.
Exactly. You need something different.
And now with COVID around, like you're not having the exact same situation.
Correct.
Things are changed. So
You know what I could see in the future? Because we love to tap back in with our guests. We don't
Yes.
like it to be one-offs, but Jack of All Spades getting a pop-up day, set it up in the Jack of All
Yeah.
Spades theme.
absolutely.
That'd be crazy.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to get to this next question over here. Sometimes perceptions of black-owned business that it lacks something, whether it be quality or professionalism. But Pop-Up Days provided all of that, plus more. Talk about your efforts towards building brands that everybody respect.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you bring that up because I did an interview with Scoop Charlotte where we talked about how, originally we didn't have ourselves on the page anywhere, just out of fear that people would not want to do business with us knowing that we're Black because of that stigma, right?
Yes.
And I think it's why we work as hard as we do, to make sure that we are directing and guiding that narrative that shows that, you can do business with Black-owned businesses and we're successful.
Exceptional business.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a set standard. I was explaining this to my kids the other day, and just give them a shout out to all of them. They told me, they said, "Dad, you gonna bring us up?" So I want to give a shout out to Jeremiah, Matthew, Carrigan, and Maya.
There you go, big up the youth them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, go on.
No, man, you know what it is.
Yeah. So they was just asking me. It was like, there's so many different things that that we want to do and just incorporate, and allowing that even families. This is a great segment. I want families to touch in because we have a lot. I want to say a good percentage of our dates that we also come through is families wanting to do things for like birthdays and things like that, and just pulling it in.
Or showing appreciation for an elder in the family.
Right. Excellent.
All right, well, let me ask a follow-up question to that. So with all the work that you guys are being intentional with your business and your brand, have you guys faced any of that? Because you are a Black-owned business and there is that stigma. So has that been an issue or has that came up to this point?
No. I mean, I think our work and our professionalism has, definitely spoken for itself, and we haven't faced, you don't know what you're missing out on because you missed out on it, right?
Correct.
So we're not sure, but I don't think it's affected us at all.
No.
What do you think?
No, I would say this. We definitely would love more doors to open, but I can honestly say none have been closed as a result, right? So it's identifying those doors and identifying those key holders, those gate holders, right?
Yeah.
And those gate holders are what we're really looking for because we provide a standard service. We're going to come, and luxury is our top line. Our tagline, we are the gold standard of luxury tents. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we hold ourselves to. So if I come into an establishment, I'm not coming into an establishment below my standard. Right now, I can attest to right now we've done the View.
Yep.
And that's like one of the highest skyscrapers here in Charlotte. But 500 West Trade.
Yep.
It's another one. So we're. I'm gonna be honest with you. To experience Charlotte above the 5th floor anywhere in downtown Charlotte, it's an entire different experience.
Can you elaborate on that though?
Absolutely. Our skyline, for instance, our skyline sits in the metropolitan area, right? So nowhere else in Charlotte do you have the entire cityscape view, and you're 6 stories up, and you're all encompassing. That's all your space, right? So we've seen wedding engagements. We've done birthday parties. I've done my daughter's birthday party there, and to have those photos in the background, this gives Charlotte a different feel, some different texture, right? And it draws a different narrative to your city. You're able to experience on a whole nother level, as opposed to what we're conventionally used to, just sticking to parks.
Yeah. Well said. But then look, you gave me that alley right there. So
Metropolitan.
how did you guys acquire that partnership with the Metropolitan?
So trying to find a location, and in that search, explaining to, I guess, some of the older generation what it is that we do. It was kind of difficult for them to wrap their head around the idea. Ran into, once we called Metropolitan, shout out Samantha Pagnata.
I know
Sam?
No, because we were trying to do some stuff with the youth. So I met her at a movie night they had did.
Oh, we were probably there.
Big up Sam. Big up Sam.
Yeah, so ran into Sam, who definitely got it. Sent her a few photos. She understood the vision, and the partnership started from there. It was just really about trying to sell this idea to someone that understood what we were trying to do. Right. And she definitely got it immediately.
Yeah. Great.
I think going back to your point earlier, you asked, did we receive any kind of pushback as a result of us being African American? What I found that we started getting more business from and it wasn't that we were just race baiting or going after a segment of business, a line of business. We were just trying to serve everyone, right? And then when you try to serve everyone, and then you try to set that standard to a certain level, everyone is going to be a part of it. But the key here, right, is that exclusivity. Not everybody gonna have access to a roof.
Yeah,
and not everybody's gonna, in a time of COVID, is gonna have like the entire decor. We have people calling us right now, like, wow, we get the decor, we get the lights, we get the tent, and we get the music, we get and then what we don't provide is the food presently.
Yeah.
Again, presently.
Coming soon.
Right. Well, I mean, I think there's opportunity, and I think there's lanes, and I think we've chosen to stay in our lane of being a gold standard of tent building right now, and identifying that, right? Identifying where your strengths are, and then also being able to give that opportunity to someone else.
Right.
Like partner in.
Right.
Gotcha.
Exactly. What I would love to see in the future is us curating the entire experience around pop-up dates, the same way the app market curates to an app market.
Gotcha.
And we can pull from vendors and have them, and you can then, or as an end user, create your own experience based on our pop-up. Yeah. And then, again, that's not just my vision. That's being Ashley's vision, and that's been something we've been staying on from the beginning.
Yep.
That's a strong vision. Now I want to get to this next question over here, talking about the franchising opportunities. So what do you look for in a potential franchisee?
I think most importantly is going to be location. And as far as personality, we're looking for definitely a self-starter, and work ethic is really important because this is not easy work whatsoever. Some of our clients or repeat clients, at one point we're kind of like, well, maybe we should just buy the tents. And then when they see the work that we have to do, it's 256 pieces. We have to put each one of those together. So work ethic is really important. Arnett, what would you say?
Yeah.
And capital, you need some startup money.
You definitely need
it's
capital.
not cheap.
No. Logistics, man. When I tell you right here, what people don't know, Ashley's given her credentials from where she's come from, right? But to identify, when you talked about the franchising and things like that, she comes from a major corporation, in corporate America. I don't want to give any names or whatever, but in either case, whereas she deals with franchisees all day. You know what I'm saying? All day. So identifying in it within this business and identifying that structure and putting it together, I don't think I could have asked for a better partner.
Right. Packaging it. And I think it also goes to show how God will prepare you. Like, you don't even know you're being groomed and prepared for this sort of a situation, but having that experience of working with franchisees and the packages and what that looks like and advertising it, and things of that nature has definitely been, helpful, and it's going to get us all the way through this. Absolutely.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just get excited because when I think about a husband and wife team, or when I think about just an individual who's tired of working for somebody else, we have always heard that narrative. Oh, I'm just so tired of I love what I do. I give an experience. At the end of the day, this brother just proposed last weekend. And he just proposed. I just changed the trajectory of someone's life.
100%.
Right? And they're gonna always remember that. So next time they have, any kind of gatherings or anything like that, she's gonna go back to this. And it's gonna say, okay, now we've created a life cycle. Not just a product, not just a one-time, one-off, a life cycle of experiences.
Yep. And also I wanted to add to that. So we're doing proposals in the tents now, but we're also gearing up to do micro weddings in the tent. So we're trying to
let it out. Don't let it out. Huh?
Yeah, let it go. Definitely trying to revolutionize the way we look at weddings right now and the amount of money that people normally spend.
Yeah.
If we could get this in a $2,000 package.
She's giving you free game right now.
Yeah. I
And it's on time because somebody's getting ready to do a wedding ceremony.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's the next level, the next step.
Look, Jack of all Spades Nation, where you want to go to get the exclusives.
Right.
Exactly.
So here you go. So I got to ask this question, though, because we're talking about franchising opportunities. So all the IP, trademarks, everything is good. Y'all can do anywhere in the continental USA.
Right.
Absolutely.
So what about international? Have you thought about
I haven't
that?
considered that much.
Well, no, but destination type of ideas. Just know this: it's going to be at a premium. It will be at a premium. So because there's a lot that comes with that, and especially during post-COVID time right now. So, but it'll come at a premium. We've already had people requesting us to fly out to Texas.
Yeah, New York, lots of different places, Florida.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we're gonna talk off air, but I feel like I can add some value to what y'all doing.
Well, one thing when you let off the interview, you identified. You said, "What's some things y'all want to get into?" You know what I would love to get into? I would love for pop-up dates, and this is actually going to be a progressional thing we're going to get into because we've been doing more celebrities lately. I would love for it to be when a celebrity comes in town, as opposed to being able to have to be subject to the public and everywhere else, to identify a pop-up date and we could place it anywhere, and it can be a private setup.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So this allows them to have that anonymity within whatever city they're in, but also still have their overall experience and not be in the forefront of the public or paparazzi and things like that. Like an example, you look at I think it was Drake a couple of months back who had an intimate dining experience
Baseball field.
on a baseball field,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
We've had requests to do a baseball field right here in Charlotte.
Yep.
Nice
To
thing.
do nights, yeah.
But now what they did was they either flew over him with a drone or they flew over him with a helicopter.
Yeah.
In either case, if he was in our dome,
You wouldn't get that experience.
wouldn't
Right.
have got none of that.
Got you. That's dope.
Yeah, nah, for real.
I got a question though. So with the staffing, what's the team look? Is just y'all two with the staffing or
No. So
Okay.
it's
How the team look like?
yeah. So it's us
Big
and
up the
Avengers.
team.
We
Big up
have
the
the
team.
Avengers. She's been referred to as Thanos, but because she has the ring.
Yeah, we've got it's us, and then we have 3 event specialists.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, so it's still a small team,
Yes.
and we definitely are looking to start to grow that team just to keep up with demand. It's a lot on us. Like I said, we both still have permanent full-time jobs on top of this. So then planning for the day, going out every weekend, getting the dates done, it's growing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're looking to staff up.
I love that, just creating opportunities
Yeah.
for others. That's big time in our community as
Right,
well.
absolutely.
All right, so we're gonna make a little transition, get into some fun stuff.
Okay.
So, Miss Ashley, you got a post from June 28th,
Okay.
year of our Lord 2020. You won't get canceled, don't worry. You said that
All
some
eyebrows. All eyebrows.
Wait, what?
it's all good. Some of the best days of your life haven't even happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
Speak on that.
I think that I've spent so much time trying to like tee up my life to get ready for really being able to be happy, right? So it was a constant climb on my career and I have an adopted daughter, so raising her as well, and then finding love. And so now that's all come together, and I'm like, it could only go up from here. So that's my take on it.
With God's help.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. All right, some more nostalgia.
Okay.
Nah, this one not so deep. So in an interview from October of last year, you said the most memorable experience was putting on a surprise movie night for a 3rd wedding anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So today, is that still your most memorable experience with Popup dates?
I would have to say, what's the lady, Pam? Yeah. So a daughter wanted to show appreciation for her mother and completely surprised her. It was real difficult to get her out of the house, and she was like, she didn't want to go. And then when she came, and I've got some video footage of her crying and just like, Pam, this is for me. All this is for me.
Yeah.
I think
her
that
humility.
really touched my heart. Yeah.
Yeah, her
That was the
humility.
best
She
one.
had no idea that it could have been for her.
No.
Yeah.
She thought she was coming to celebrate someone else, actually, and it ended up being for her. So I think that's the most memorable one.
Nice.
So you said that you're in the business of spreading love and appreciation. We want to give you the moment to shout out some of the people that you love and appreciate.
Oh, first off, my partner.
Yes.
I know that, like I said, this started from a fear, and I could not have started or done this with anybody but him. You have to be really patient with me, and he is definitely that. So first off, my boo. So then, my father, who is my hero, my daughter, Maya, my siblings, and the rest of my family. Baby.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was just in awe. I'm sitting over there.
Taking it all in.
I was like, tú eres hermoso.
Dale papito. No, but I'm gonna say this though. A lot of times, for everybody who's in a relationship or dating, whatever,
Yes.
your person knows they're your person, but sometimes it just feels good to hear
Hear
them
it.
say it.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
And you right here live,
Right.
like
Yeah,
live and living
Take it
colors.
all in.
I'm still geek right now. Like, babe, after this,
Look, we ain't got no Jack of all spades only fans.
wait a minute. No, wait. Absolutely. I say, absolutely, definitely. You've been there for me throughout this entire process, and just be able to have that think tank in house, man.
Yeah,
That's big.
Oh,
That's
bro.
big.
And like some people say, like, oh, it's hard to work with your significant other, the one you with.
Yeah.
Nah. For me, it's like an extra ability. I feel like I got a sixth sense, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To keep me, you know what I'm saying?
You might miss out on something. She catches
Absolutely,
it. Yeah.
absolutely, yin and yang, right. So absolutely, another big up I give to was my mom. My mom, man, Tamara Jackson, evangelist Tamara Jackson.
big up mom dudes.
My mother has been an integral part of my life, man. Just tremendously helping me through. My brother also, different ones, and just having that brethren within the church and having that connection to different ones. I had a brother call called me up like what 30 minutes before arriving here. He just wanted to give me the just say, hey brother, I appreciate you, man. I love you, man. Just wanted to I see you doing good. It wasn't any hate, it was just great feedback. And I think we all need that. And we, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate our circle. Different ones. We can go down the line with our circle if you wanted to name any one of them.
Those businesses. Pedion Beauty, Keita and her CMOS.
Absolutely.
Deborah, Holistic Hands of Life.
A puzzle lady.
Joy. What is the name of it? She changed her name. I think it's called Rebel Puzzles now.
And any of our vendors that we're talking about, go on our page and check them out because we don't want to be liable of anybody getting forgotten or anything.
Right.
We also our chef that does an exceptional job.
Yeah. Edda's Kitchen.
Yeah.
We partner with her a lot.
So
big up. Now,
appreciate the plugs, fellas.
No.
Sometimes when they tap into the episode and they hear that, they gonna have that same feeling.
Yeah.
Like, yo, y'all never forgot us. Like we building.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
we love to create those moments. Like y'all love to create the moments that y'all do.
Absolutely.
All right, but now we've reached the most popular segment of Jack of All Spades CLT. We call it Top 5 Dead or Alive. Shout out Jada. So both of y'all gonna get this question.
Yes.
All right. So if somebody was going to create a luxury tent for you two, what would be your top 5 items included? I'm gonna give you some time to think about it. But what would be the top 5 items that someone would have to put in your luxury tent?
First off, champagne.
Oh, okay.
That's number one. We would need music. We are both very into music. So what else? I don't know.
Specific artists though?
Cole, Nipsey.
Okay.
Sade
for me.
Yeah.
Nas,
Snow Allegra for
Nas?
me. Snow Allegra, man. Yeah.
What else?
See, we so bougie because is it a dining setup? Like,
Right.
What kind of setup is this? Nah. So I would definitely love the lighting, man. The lighting has to be just right. Yeah, the lighting.
The lighting. Flooring also. A lot of people think that the tents, it's just on the ground, but we have these really beautiful turf rugs that are below the seating.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we're up to what, three right now? Three.
What?
You know what? The foliage, the flowers.
Oh yeah, flowers.
Flowers, the decor.
Right.
Decor. And also, can I add her in there?
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. I have to come with it. Right.
As long as you're in that, baby.
Love that. Look, black love. Love it. All right, so
hold on. I only want to close out.
No, I was going. Go ahead. Do your thing, YB.
Speaking of, you saying the flooring inside the igloo. How do y'all go about controlling the temperature in the igloo? Because I know it says temperature control, right?
Oh yeah, that's one thing we forgot.
We need temperature control in there. That's in the top 5. Yeah.
A little 5.5.
Well, you know
it's
what?
all good.
I was gonna create the heat, but go ahead.
So we have heaters that we attach to the side or the center of the tents, and then for the summers we do, depending on the temperature, right? So we may do fans because also the tents have windows.
Yes.
So we have hanging like camping fans that are basically set up right in front of the doorway to bring in some air, or portable air conditioners.
And we do have a mesh tent also.
Yeah, right.
So for the summertime.
It's breathable. Yeah.
Okay.
Got to be breathable.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We just did one of those for Muggsy Bow.
At his house. Yeah.
Nice.
Word. So, you sparked something else in me. So we seen a video of the setup. Of course, it was time loops. How long did all of that take?
The setup.
Yes.
Okay. Originally, it used to take us about 3 hours.
3 hours.
To set up
3.5 hours at one point.
And I think we're at safely somewhere around 45 minutes. But I still like to allow 2 hours to set up because I am a planner, an over planner.
Yeah, right.
So I think 45 to an hour. What do you think?
I wish they could see my face on radio.
I know you're on a wide shot.
No. I said about a good hour and a half. That's what we're looking at. I say safely an hour and a half because we, aside from setting everything up beautiful, we also want to make sure that everything is safe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We have all of the lighting. We make sure the power is constructed. We know every. That's another thing. If you're gonna run a business, know every aspect about your business. Correct. I know that each heater is 1,500 watts. Right. Understand? I understand that if I go to a venue, that I need 2 power outlets from 2 different locations. I understand that I need a turf area that's gonna be wider than 12 feet. I know my stuff, and that's all due to this young lady here. identifying and us being strict on what we do and how we do. So, those key functions, I think, bring everything together.
And depending on the setup, right? Because dining setups take the least amount of time. So,
So
we
what's
go
the most
back
time?
to 45 minutes to an hour. If it were a dining setup, that's a lot easier.
All right, so for all of the listeners who want to call us 2 hours before you figured out anything, last minute,
It ain't gonna
we
work.
could do it in 45 for a premium.
Right.
A great
just
hip
went
hop
up.
song.
The price just went up.
Yesterday's price
Ain't
is
today's price.
Right. Exactly.
But like Jalen Rose's favorite song, I ain't gonna be able to do it.
At all. We've turned down people, but we've had people call,
Last minute.
I want to touch back up on something you just said about knowing what you got to do with knowing your business. So acquiring that knowledge for your business, how long was that process, or how long did that took for y'all? Was there a lot of trial and error in the beginning when y'all was starting with this business?
Not really. We basically started, well, first of all, we started August of 2020.
Yeah.
Like our first actual paid client. And so we basically learned on the fly as we were going. And each time I'd be like, okay, wait, if we could just tweak this. And it's those late night conversations on the wins and losses for the day that helped us to just tweak it as we went along. So we, like I said, we learned like in real time.
Absolutely. Shout outs to all the customers who had to learn through that experience with us. But if you go on our Google reviews, all of them 5 stars, and I truly contribute that to God. You know what I'm saying? Hard work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Faith without works is dead, and we definitely provide the work.
Right.
No doubt. I will shout out all the socials so the people can find you, because we definitely want Jack of All Spades Nation to be future customers.
Right.
Absolutely. We would love maybe, partner up in the future. Y'all can hold y'all whole show on one of our at our location.
Man, already know.
Hey,
Live Jones.
we got power out there and everything. Just bring it out there.
On Metropolitan?
Yeah.
Ooh, with the skyline in the back.
Absolutely.
We gotta
By
talk
that
about
time, maybe
Make it
I stopped drinking for a little bit. But I think when we do that, if we can get some Hennessy,
We got game night, man. We make it happen. We can get it
that
popping.
sounds like a crazy idea, though.
I like that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So our social media, IG is Popup Dates. Make sure easy, POPUPDAT easy. And then our website is www.popupdates.com.
Right, popupdates.com. Always remember it is with the easy at the end, because it is easy to choose us.
Right.
As
My
opposed
man.
to anybody else.
You are a marketing genius, bro.
Know your worth, King. Know your worth, King.
Absolutely, man.
I felt it as soon as y'all came into the door. Like, y'all guys got y'all shit together.
I just appreciate y'all, man. I love this platform. We definitely gonna do all our efforts to continue and push this platform. Thank you.
Absolutely.
No, we appreciate it, man. We gonna keep going. Like we're small business as well, so we know the trials and tribulations. But the people have kind of propped us up a little bit. We're still not as big in the places that we want to be, but if we keep our head to the grind,
going.
it's gonna keep happening
Absolutely.
for us.
What Nip say? He said the only thing I did was never give up.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Exactly.
Right.
Marathon, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Continue.
Jack of All Spades Nation, you've heard the wise words of these lovebirds. Big up the love.
Love.
But you know where you can find us, Jack of All Spades, on IG. We got the YouTube. We have the Facebook. Anchor.fm is the reason why you can hear us on places like Apple, Google, Spotify. Of course, shout out Amaris today for the audio and the visuals on the YouTube. But, I am the beloved one.
It's your boy YBB. Shout out Brazil one more time. Brazil.
All right. Well, Ashley, Arnett, any parting words to the people?
Any wise words?
God bless you. Good night.
Thank y'all for coming out.
And please get pop-up dates.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
Because
yes.
it's easy.
Absolutely.
Come on now.
Absolutely.
But Jack of All Spades Nation, you know, Rookie to this, you know how we close things out. One time for a Tribe Called Quest. Rest in peace, Fife Dog.
Oh man.
Tell your
Fife
mother,
Dog.
tell your father, send a telegram, and we out.
Hey. Let me leave off with this. Anybody reference this show immediately gets 10% off for the next pop-up dates.
Man,
That's
once
love,
again,
man.
Jack of All Spades Nation.
Matter of fact, y'all post that up. Y'all get 10%
Look,
off
100%.
exclusively to us.
100%.
That got me on video.
Look, tap in with your boys, man. Stop playing with us.
You good with that?
Oh, we had to make sure. Hey, listen, they're making them executive decisions.
That was a micro decision.
But now we good.
We good.
It's official.
It's official.
So Jack of all spades, reference the episode and please tap in with Popup Dates.
Yes, tap in with them.
All right, now we really out.
Absolutely.